me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
Superstars out. Brand new cars. We buy the ball now. Swing doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Pockets lettuce. Don't think I'm ready. You got that swag. You got that salt, then sell it. Free mind. Cash them out, we bailin'. Saw my teacher, I was the same student felon. Now I got a lawyer, straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element, out my element. My the same, don't need no clout, no fame. Bought the game, all brand new chain. I swerve the lane, call the group the gang. Whip that thing, whip it, this shit give me. Ooh, yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it, bring the don't want no, they pull up with they It's times three, this how it go. Park $1 million at the we gon' make them eat that until we go. Eat it up. Rich straight to the top floor. More PJs and rich like water, go to Cabo. Splash. Cash in the walls, hollow. Cash. Your money too small, micro. Hunch up on the call, gotta Superstars out. Brand new cars. We buy the ball now. Swing doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Ice the game, had to ice the game. So much ice, too much, had to ice the lane. Freeze the dud, had to freeze the lane. Freeze, camera phone. Turn your lights off. We been on. Came from my block and growed up, guess I'm homegrown, well known. That is my cologne. I put my wrist inside the freezer, came out froze. Ice. I put my heart inside, cause I was chose. I put my heart inside and only God knows. Yeah, the clinics, but that baby wipe this nose. I wipe this nose. What's the link with till they explode? Superstars out. Brand new cars. We buy the ball now. Swing doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Race with the stars out. Not a boarded house. Get deported out. Group got for a shot. Marvin the Martian. I'ma put your brain up for auction. Proceed with caution. Skeleton AP is frosted. I sit back and read the offense. Was it did it the faucets? Chanel bag is ostrich. Stay down, come up in the process. Private jet, yeah. The same diamond milk, yeah. I'ma keep the on welfare. The pink stone real. Bling bling blow, yeah. Mama got style, yeah. Chanel reptile player. On Mars, gotta get the grace of the God. 3 rock stars, nobody seeing the gang on guard.
Superstars out. Brand new cars. We buy the ball now. Swing
shows, big bang rolls, cash. Now she go, for the team, now she don't ski, splash. Think about posting up on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's he said it's a them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look on my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this button, the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Richmond.
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Watson just beating the play clock. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first down carry now for Miller. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Watson going to give this one to Miller. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Bullock good on the extra point. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Richmond, down, green the line.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll toss it to Miller. Room to run inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
That's what I do.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a 2nd down here. Out of the gun, Watson. throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Watson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And down inside the 15 he goes. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw on second is Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kiki QT hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw on 2nd down, Jones. That's caught. It's Malone. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line.
Check.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones going deep downfield for Ross. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
They begin with a run by Miller. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Richmond. Hey, green the line. Green the line. 2 jet.
Watson hands this to Foreman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1. And just like that, it's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. The Texans send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jones on first down. That's complete to John Ross. 23 yards on the play. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Gun, 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 gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
And the pitch goes to Mixon. And able to work his way down to the 16. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Throwing Jones.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And Bullock will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Come back, come back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Jones now looking to throw on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 1st and 10, Jones. A quick throw here, that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On second down, here's Mixon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Set. Green, 39. Green, 39. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down, Jones. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Watson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Chris Jones in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, here's Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Down! Blue ready! Blue ready! Tiger!
Operating from the gun. Watson flushed out right. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Black 22! Black 22!
Here's a give to Miller. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Green the line! Green the line!
To throw is Watson on 3rd down. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And not a blitz there, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And that is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Gone!
Jones throwing again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
No. Check. Patriot.
Here's Jones to throw on 2nd down. Trying to lay one, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
A run by Foreman to start the drive. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Watson looking to throw on 2nd down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, a 22.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Richmond.
On 1st and 10, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Reset.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. To the air yet again. Watson escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Watson on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the air. Watson on second down. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Houston. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Blue lady! Come back, come back!
Watson now, operating from the gun. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Bengals have recovered it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Banjo, 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 banjo.
Now Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
Jones now throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. To throw on 3rd down. Jones eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it.
Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Reset. Hey, blue 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, blue 80. Blue 80. Hey, check motion there. Put your hands on him.
Now Watson to throw on second down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down. The Texans on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Gun!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun! Over! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Gun!
Jones on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Gun.
Here's Jones. To throw again. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Cincinnati, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.